A moment to savour for all of us. Lined
Hello,
up on the
everybody,
start
and
line,
welcome to
their
today's
eyes
match.
fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, there is the steely focus of the man many would readily vote as the world's greatest. It was January 2018 that Virgil van Dijk first wore the famous red shirt. So I wonder, Jim, does he still rank as number one?
I would say so, Peter. In fact, the title-winning season of 2024-2025 was statistically one of his better seasons, having been one of the club's most consistent performers. Only missed one...
And the shot! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Šeško really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's made its way to him. Has a look up and delivers. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can... And the shot! Nearly, but not quite. It's their second corner of the game. Deftly away. Chance to shoot! Derby have the chance to go the other way. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Nice interception, well timed. And it's Rooney. Great vision. Can he spark a counter here? Nicely aimed pass. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Thiago, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Nicely spread. Beckham, ball in towards the middle. Derby are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. That's good vision. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Check, punts it upfield. Rodri makes the interception. And he's had it nicked away. Beckham. Now it's Rooney. Rooney will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Lampard! Against the crossbar! No, just not quite.
Well, that would have gone down as a bit of a waste. You're in a great position and you end up massively frustrated.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Gyökeres clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now he's off and running. Thiago, and the counter is on. And here's Rooney. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Lampard. Oh, good play! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Derby are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Derby penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Beckham, in towards the backs. Oh, great leap! Derby do look happy to keep things simple here, Jim. Hit the byline and get it in the box.
Well, they've certainly got the players for it, Peter. When you've got guys who can whip them in like that, you want to be giving it to them as much as you can.
Gyökeres. Ødegaard. That is good alertness. And he's quick to snatch it back. Thiago. And it's Lampard. Aimed beyond the defence. The cross. It is a corner. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Not the most convincing of passes.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, they can break here. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that's fabulous. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's heaved it away. The message is clear, none shall pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get digged out.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first-half thoughts?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Derby with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Substitutions taking place.
So we're underway for the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's the shot! And he can thump it away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Thiago can so cleverly bypass the press. Good ball, good take. Gyökeres! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Takes aim and crosses. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, well played, well played. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Serves up a cross. Lampard. Tries to play it through. Bissouma deals with that comfortably. Gyökeres, over to the right flank. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Ambitious ball here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now, can they get him away? It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that's neat. Ferdinand can clear it away. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And the finish! And a neat finish! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Derby are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
He's rising! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Van Nistelrooy cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
Spread to the right. Beckham knocks it into space, and he cuts out the supply. Chance here to counter. Gyökeres. And he's picked it up out wide. Saka! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rooney. Van Nistelrooy.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Looking for the run. Played in. He leaps for it. Oh, crossbar! Oh, keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
De Ligt.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's picked his way through. Lofted in. Terrific effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Nicely weighted ball. No, again there's no way through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Tries one from range. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Van Nistelrooy. No, that pass has been well intercepted. Looks to the other side. Derby have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Van Nistelrooy clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. And another try! Diogo Dalot cuts it out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Just about within shooting range. Can he get on the end of this? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rodri. Diogo Dalot.
2 added minutes has been
Palmer.
indicated.
Looking to play him in. Now that's well seen too. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Beckham. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A
Please
test
turn your
passed
attention
with
to the
flying
screen for
colours.
information provided by the local police.
Final thoughts, Jim?
Derby really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.